Hello and welcome to the Heresy Lodge. I'm your host, Dylan Cooper, the constant host over here.
Gavin Franklin.
And guys, I hope we sound better this week because we got new fucking equipment.
All
finally.
Kinds of new equipment.
It took us a year,
Video
but we got
equipment,
here.
sound equipment. We're doing it now.
Yeah, we are advancing. We are going to be the hottest thing on all podcast listening things.
All podcasts have big ass mics, apparently.
Look how fucking big this thing is. It's huge.
Yeah, and we definitely owe a decent amount of credit goes to one of our viewers or listeners, Daniel.
Yeah, shout out to the OG.
Yeah, Daniel gave us a pretty generous donation to the podcast to help us and support us in purchasing this new equipment. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, sir. You are the best.
Mm-hmm. Also, he's also the guy that gives us beer on our birthdays. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so Daniel's the best. I need all of you to step your fucking game up.
Where's the birthday beer?
Yeah, birthday beer, microphones.
Cats.
My cat's in. Sorry, he's gonna be a little out of focus. Everything's out of focus right now, I think. I don't know. We're learning as we go with our new equipment.
Yeah, we've been testing it out for a little bit. But we also have alcohol.
Yes, we do. And this is from good old 4-Day Ray Brewing. I'm going to be honest. When I grabbed this, I thought it was...
Hawthorne?
No, I thought it was Upland.
Oh.
I was like, oh, I've never heard of them having a peanut butter beer before. Cool.
I always mix up this can for Busted Knuckle.
I don't think I've ever seen Busted Knuckle in a can, so I could see why you would be confused.
I think it's funny, though, that this beer is a beer that both of us have mistaken for other beers in the past.
Damn it!
Yeah, so this is, where's 4-Day Ray?
It's in Indianapolis, I'm pretty sure.
Isn't it in Indianapolis?
Yeah, I think I've been here. I'm pretty positive I've been here.
Doesn't quite say. It just says for Indiana.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been here, and that they have a sister distillery right behind them.
Beats me. You know more, way more.
I went here on James's bachelor party.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's a peanut butter beer. I hate peanut butter beers. I love peanut butter, and I love beer.
Peanut butter. The thing is, I really, really like the peanut butter busted knuckle, so I was like, maybe this is good. Mm-hmm. Update: it's not that great,
it's
but it's not bad.
See, my theology, and this actually, it's a personal preference. It's not a theology, because I understand that people like what they like. But when it comes to beer, I don't like my beer to have another defining flavor. I don't like chocolate beer. It's why not just have chocolate and beer?
See,
coffee beer, taffy beer.
I like to try things like that, hoping that they're good. Most of the time, they aren't.
Most of the time, they're not.
But, man, sometimes you get that one and you're like, oh, damn, that's good. The peanut butter busted knuckle is very good.
It's pretty good. It's going.
This one's not as good.
Yeah. But, guys, if you want to listen to more of the Heresy Lodge as we get into our crazy shenanigans today and listen to more crappy beer reviews as well for the first 5 minutes.
That's what our most famous thing. Or our beer reviews.
Yeah,
I think our retention rate after 5 minutes just goes down the toilet.
How do they feel about the Blue Moon Seltzer they're drinking this week?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, go ahead and follow us on all of our stuff.
Yes, we are on Twitter at Heresy Lodge. On the YouTube, if you're watching us, good. Please like and subscribe. If you are just listening to us, you should also get on our YouTube and like and subscribe. That helps us a lot. That is also the Heresy Lodge. You can email us at theheresylodge@gmail.com. That's all of our stuff.
I think that's it.
We have a Discord. Get on that. The Discord's fun. It's a good time. Also, Spotify has done their thing where they show basically everything you've been listening to for the last year. We've had several people show us being one of their top ones. That's really cool, guys.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We appreciate that. And the fact that people fucking listening to us still blows my mind.
Yeah.
Because we're idiots.
I'm not convinced yet that it's not my mom refreshing.
Yeah, it's just all of our friends that we've told they really need some help.
Making multiple accounts or something.
Yep, all a bunch of fake email addresses. Every giveaway we've done, they're like, here's a random address in the Netherlands.
Yeah, there you go. So today we have practically nothing planned.
No, we're gonna talk Space Marines, probably some Chaos Gods, and we're just shooting the shit. This is gonna be a fun one right before kind of Christmas. Honestly, I'll bring this up to you later, off air, about maybe trying to do something like special for Christmas.
Yeah, I can see that. I think that'd be
instead of doing a review for Angel Exterminatus, because I am on chapter 5.
I mean, I'm a little bit further than chapter 5, but yeah, I think these episodes are always a blast because we aren't focusing on a specific book.
Yeah, we don't have to like make sure we hit like certain points or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't feel. Not that reviewing books are ever not fun. I always enjoy it, but sometimes it's like, oh shit, did I forget something? Am I putting things together?
Like, oh fuck, I have forgotten to read for 2 days. I am in a really bad spot. I have to ruin my entire day.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be getting like 20 books for Christmas.
Dude, honestly, that'd be so nice. I don't think I'm getting any, which sucks.
That does suck.
Also, if anyone has Vulcan Lives,
I have Vulcan
please, I will buy it from you. I just don't want to spend $75 on fucking eBay for Vulcan Lives.
That's so crazy.
I was in a bidding war on eBay. It started at $15. I stopped at $25. I was like, I am not spending more than $25 for a $10 book, you fucking bitches.
That's crazy. I literally randomly happened to. So the game store that I go to play Warhammer is a very old game store, and a bunch of older people go in to play, and they just so happen to have Vulcan Lives just sitting there, and I was like, oh, I'll buy that book. That's in the Worst Heresy, unknowing that it's like really hard to find.
I'm still waiting on my Betrayer too. I got shipping info for it, and it hasn't shipped.
I will say, funny thing about that book. So both Angel Exterminatus and Betrayer for me came in this big. They're like the big size books. So I need to repurchase them because they don't look right on my bookshelf.
I need to find my shipping information because it's pissing me off because I ordered it like 2 weeks ago.
Well, I mean, worst case, you just audiobook it. The audiobooks haven't been that bad.
I have never done an audiobook, and I might have to do the Vulcan Lives because you get the first one free.
Yeah.
So that might be it. But I really want it so I can put it on a shelf and I just get so distracted.
The
I am a
subscription's
child.
worth it.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's like you pay $15 a month and you get a free book a month. So it's like, okay, it's paying $5 extra for a book, and then if you buy any more books, it's like 80% off or something. I think it's worth it. It's kind of nice, but
maybe. Oh, hey, it's in Indianapolis. I should be receiving my package soon.
There you go. Problem solved.
God damn it! About time.
So, one of the things we want to talk about that's been a popular requested thing on our Discord is Space Marines.
Yes. Who's the fucking coolest? Who's the strongest?
Who is the best? Now, I think when we rank these Space Marines, there's a few caveats that we need to point out. One, we have not seen all the legions.
Yes, we are. That's just why, like, we've also had things about, like, first captains. I don't want to do first captains until we have all the first captains, because I feel like they should be very important characters.
Yeah, and even at that, a lot of the Legion's most powerful Space Marines are not their first captains.
Yeah. I mean, look at the fucking Dark Angels and Luther.
Yeah. Is Luther the first captain?
He's fucking nobody.
That's true.
He's the trainer.
Yeah. So you have that. We also have the fact that I think what we're going to be basing this off of is just like their overall badassness and maybe who wins in a fight. But I think there's some Space Marines that may not necessarily win a fight, but are still really badass.
Yeah. Do we want to have first captains in our list?
You can, yeah. If the first captain is a badass Space Marine. All your books are downstairs, but there's somebody I'm thinking I can't remember the name of.
Well, Legion.
Iron Warriors in the short story.
Ah, fuck. I think he's mentioned in Angel Exterminatus, like, early on.
Maybe.
Like, they talk about, like, how someone was, like, such a failure.
Yeah. No, they're talking about the guy that got the shit beat out of him and got turned into a...
I thought there was... Damn, really?
Yeah.
I really thought there was another person there.
Yeah. So, that's our little caveats. We're going to do our best to remember all the Space Marine names, and we will do it Legion by Legion. The two Legions I think we have to leave out at this point are the Salamanders and White Scars.
All I know is whatever Salamanders are alive, they have to be badasses. Because there's like 3.
The real cream of the crop. I mean, the rest just random bullets took them out. These guys dodged waves and waves.
Yeah, like, Raven Guard aren't impressive because they were gone on deliverance and then came and picked up like 5 people.
Yeah.
The Salamanders, man, there's just 3 of them.
They're really powerful Salamanders. That's the idea. Or they're all perpetuals.
They just can't die the whole time.
Oh, what a crazy legion that would be. So, that's the way we're going to do this. And if you have other opinions, let us know.
Yeah, we will shit on them.
I'm going to shit on Dylan's opinion, and he'll probably shit on mine. But I think I would love to talk about it. There was a whole debate. What was it? It was, I also want to talk about what 5 Primarchs.
Oh, yeah, the 5 Primarchs that you would use.
Crazy debate.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun between me and Trey.
Join the Discord, because that's where all the fun shit happens. Mm-hmm. We just got to come back here and just rehash it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get it live. while we're both supposed to be working, and this is what we do.
You don't even need to listen to our annoying voices. So, I say we start with... What legion do you want to pick? Choose the legion.
Let's go and how we've met them. Let's start with the Luna Wolves.
The Luna Wolves. Well, and we're only going to base it off of people that are alive and we know that are alive.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Abaddon,
yep. He, especially knowing like who he is, like 40k.
Yeah.
Just a badass.
You can't... There are going to be multiple legions, I feel like, that are going to have 2 contenders that I would put up there.
Little Horse, I'm assuming, would be next.
But no, this one, Little Horse would be next, but he doesn't put a candle to Abaddon in my mind. So in this thing, when I'm looking at this legion, I'm like, there's a clear winner from this legion, and I think it's Abaddon.
Yeah. You know, I wonder if they ever, like, end up coming to blows, like, later.
Or I was like hoping
that short story was just supposed to be just Little Horse being like, oh, nope, I'm totally bad again.
Yeah, that's what I think is happening. Unfortunately, I think it was written really well in the beginning. Yeah. So it was like, oh, we're going to see Horus's like sidekick Aximon have a difficult time with what's happening and maybe a change of character.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to see that now.
Probably not, but yeah. Maybe.
But I think Abaddon. The reasons why Abaddon. He is renowned amongst most of the legions. It's talked about that Abaddon might be the most powerful Space Marine of all time by a lot of the legions. I would probably disagree, but I don't think it's far off.
Yeah.
Abaddon is just an insane strategist, fighter, all the above. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't get to see him fight too much. He was beating the shit out of Loken, though.
Yes, he did. He did beat the shit out of Loken.
Didn't Loken like collapse a building on him, though, or something? Or I can't remember.
No, the building collapsed on Loken.
Because Abaddon tore it down or something?
I don't remember. Yeah. Probably. And I think maybe it was like a fucking like missile or something hit. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit happening, and that was 22 books ago.
Yeah. Abaddon, obviously, as well, we know anybody who keeps up with 40k in the tabletop knows Abaddon is still running around and still doing some really crazy stuff. He's fucking crazy. So Abaddon is the pick from that legion. Who's the second? The Blood Angels. Oh, Imperial Fist is the second legion.
Yeah, we met Imperial Fist in Horus Rising.
You can't. And we actually met this character in Horus Rising too. Sigismund.
He's a badass.
So Sigismund is another name that anytime other Space Marines bring up a badass Space Marine, they're like, you can't leave out Sigismund. And
there's a reason.
Not only that, another reason that brings Sigismund above and beyond is there are Primarchs that we saw. They're literally Rabo is Sigismund there. And Porter Rabo probably doesn't even know most of his own warriors.
Wait a minute. I know that guy. He's going to fuck our asshole.
Exactly.
And then they lost to a no-name.
Yeah. They didn't really lose.
They were about to lose.
Yeah. And then the other thing, there's just so many things. We see that Sigismund and Servitor had like a 7-day battle or something crazy. It was like 30 hours.
Yeah, it was like 30 hours, and like Servitor just got tired of it, and like did he just like punch him or something? Like got himself disqualified.
I think they took like a break, and Servitor just punched him in the face or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
And then the other thing, I don't remember. I think it might have been Servitor and Sigismund. Actually, I'm trying to remember. I think we'll get a story of this somewhere in the Heresy, but the World Eaters put on like a competition.
Yeah.
And
Because that's where they fight.
yes, and you went in pairs.
Oh, interesting.
You go in as a team of 2, and it was like randomly put together. And Sigismund won. And I don't remember who he won with, but it was someone really interesting. But like all these badass like warriors got together, and Sigismund just fucking dominated. He's
That
also
sounds cool.
very strategic as well. I mean, he's an Imperial Fist. That's what he does.
Yeah. They build shit.
They built. I bet you Sigismund's built many
Oh,
walls. in his
man, I bet he
days.
builds the greatest walls. I think next is actually... I think we saw the Emperor's Children first.
No, we saw the Blood Angels. Well, technically, the next legion we get introduced to from a person is the Word Bearers.
Oh, God.
Because Erebus comes in.
Yeah. Argos Hall.
Yes. I would say Argal Tall. And this is a legion that I would put 2 up for. I would say Erebus gets up into the top 2 as well.
Yeah, but I don't respect Erebus, so he doesn't get on my list.
I'm going to put him in the list because I feel as if even though Erebus he's a skilled fighter. It's said in the books that he's a skilled fighter. He may not be a legend, but he also has this dark magic.
He does.
What's unfortunate about the Word Bearers, one of the many things,
there's it's a small list.
yeah, one of the many things that's very unfortunate about the Word Bearers is we're talking about the most renowned badass warriors, and we have people like Argar Tall, and Erebus coming out of the Word Bearers, but they were never amazing on their own. Like they had to have a bunch of chaos enhancements to even make it to the list, and even then I don't think they're gonna go far.
Yeah, that's the thing I hate about like the chaos shit. It's like it's hard to like judge like strength.
Yeah,
Like especially like Primarchs later on.
yes,
That's why like I don't want to judge them on that.
yeah, absolutely, I get that. So those are 4. We're gonna have to keep track of this somehow.
I'm too far away to put it in an Excel sheet.
Yeah,
I can type it on my phone right
I
here.
think that makes a lot of sense. Phone is good. So those are 4 characters so far. And then we do get introduced to the Emperor's Children first because we get introduced to Edelon at Murder.
We do get... Well, we get Edelon, Saltarvitz, Lucius.
Yes. Before Sanguinius arrives.
Yep.
So the Emperor's Children. There's no competition here. I think it's Lucius.
Yeah. He's just such a badass.
Yeah.
I mean, he fucking killed like the entire Phoenix Guard in like a 35 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think Edelon makes it to the top here.
He got beheaded like a little bitch.
Yeah, there's just no one else on the list. You have Marion Vorsine, but he's only powerful because of chaos stuff, and even then I don't think he's that powerful. He's all fucked up, and he's like a sound gun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's kind of... Lucius is definitely the one that comes to the top there.
Yeah, and I mean, every time we've seen him fight too, it's like I love how his fighting is like written because he just sounds like fucking cool.
Yeah, he's very well written for sure. All right, and then we have the Blood Angels. The Blood Angels is a hard one.
Raldoron probably.
We have Raldoron. The unfortunate thing about Raldoron is we don't have a lot of material of him fighting. We just have a bunch of people talking about how badass Raldoron is.
I mean, I think the fact that he like survived fighting a fucking Chaos Prince.
Yeah, Demon Prince.
Yeah, Demon Prince is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Granted, he was gonna die to it if it wasn't for Sanguinius showing up, but like he fought it.
Yeah, I think, and obviously, if we were counting this, I would argue that Maris
He was pretty badass.
is very badass, but he's now like not a Blood Angel and may not even be a Space Marine. So I think he kind of he's so chaos.
Dude, he's just an apothecary. It doesn't even matter.
He's out of the Space Marine category. But then we have Ascalon, the Sanguinary Guard captain. Yeah, let's go and put Raudalorn down.
Let's see what I would go with.
Raudalorn beats him out. I say Raudalorn makes it. He's another one of those characters that everyone's like, whoa, Raudalorn. We have like Raudalorn, Abaddon, Sigismund. All those people are very feared. Next up, I believe the next people we meet, technically we meet Magnus. So do you want to do Thousand Sons? We don't necessarily meet the Thousand Sons. We just meet Magnus.
We can hold off.
Okay. So the next up would be the World Eaters.
Karn.
Yeah. Karn is another one on the list. And I think that's the extent of the list, other than Servitor, is all the people, all just like, oh my god, these people are gods.
Yeah.
Is Karn. Karn, my downfall with Karn is he suffers the same problem that Angron does, in my opinion.
With the nails.
Mm-hmm. He's so angry.
Yeah.
And he's so bloodthirsty that he's just predictable at this point.
But I think he actually has like a better control of them.
Hopefully.
I think so, because like when we had that short story with him, like
in the Thousand Sun character,
he
was like beating the shit out of the Thousand Sun
he
character.
was torturing him. That's what you're supposed to do. But like he seemed like controlled and calculated.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about that. The whole point of the short story was the Thousand Sun was trying to send him over the edge.
Yeah, but he never
very easily did it every time.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Part of me wants to see Karn as a character that I wish they didn't write the nails into him.
Yeah.
I wanted to see like this badass butcher of men that didn't have the nails to prove Angron wrong.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to have seen. But he has the nails. And he's just a savage, for sure.
Yeah.
Then we have the Death Guard.
Gara? Or Typhus?
I think both of them kind of come out here. Typhus we've seen now as a Psyker.
Yep.
That is very powerful.
And I mean, pretty sure Gara's a Psyker.
Yeah, we're pretty sure Garo's also, which is so funny that the two most powerful Death Guard are Psykers.
Yeah, and Mortaire's like, I hate you guys.
Yeah, but he doesn't even know.
Yeah.
Like, that's not even why he hates them or anything like that. It's really interesting. Yeah, so I think Garo and Typhus, it's one of those legions where two are going to come out on top in this situation. Typhus has the blessing of Nurgle. Garo has the blessing of the Emperor.
Yes, he does.
They're both very powerful Space Marines.
Yep.
Who is next?
Well, guys, for those on the YouTube, sorry that there's going to be a random awkward thing going on there. For whatever reason, my camera was recording to the wrong hard drive.
Yeah.
And it filled up.
Had a big stop there, but it's all good. I think where we left off, we were trying to figure out who we met next after the Death Guard. And we just realized that it was the Dark Angels.
Woo! Dark Angels. I mean, most badass, probably Luther.
So I was not considering Luther in this list.
Really?
Because he's not really a Space Marine.
True. He's basically a Primarch, honestly.
I mean, he is a subhuman species kind of thing.
Yeah.
I would say, and this was one that I was up in the air about. Because what comes to my mind is Zahariel.
Yeah.
But obviously the books tell us it's Cor Swain.
Yeah, and I am not convinced by Cor Swain.
Yeah. So the problem with this is, like, in my mind, if I was to put Zahariel versus Cor Swain into a head-to-head battle, from what I've read, and maybe this later down the road my mind will change, Zahariel wins.
Yeah.
So I would put Zahariel down on this.
That's who I would put too, just from what we've seen.
Yeah. He's a Psyker. We've seen some really badass stuff from him. We saw some really badass stuff from Nimiel, and we knew Zahariel is more powerful than Nimiel.
Yeah.
So that's who I would choose. After the Angels, I think the Iron Hands is the next one, and the Iron Hands doesn't have anyone that qualifies.
Well, actually, we saw the Iron Hands back in Fulgrim.
Well, Fulgrim is after. Oh, you're right, Fulgrim. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
I don't know any of their names anyway.
Yeah, there's not a single person at this point in the story that we can look at from the Iron Hands and say, this is the one. So I think that we're gonna have to skip the Iron Hands.
Yeah, I don't even remember like the first captain or anything.
It's like Medusa of some sort. Medusan. I think.
Oh, that was the ship.
Maybe. Medusan isn't that the name of
Or their
Ferris
planet? No, he's
from Medusa. He's the Gorgon.
Yeah, the Gorgon.
I thought he was also called the Medusan.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
But that's the problem. We don't know because so many are dead. We don't know which ones are alive. We've seen like a couple, and their names aren't super memorable, or their battle honors aren't super memorable. So
yeah,
we're gonna have to skip the Iron Hands. There's not a single person I can think to mention.
Yeah.
Next up in the list,
that was probably 1,000 Suns.
Yeah, so 1,000 Suns and the Space Wolves. So the 1,000 Suns, to me, Ahriman.
Yeah.
Is the most standout
I
character.
agree. Space Wolves?
The only character that I can think of that is really that badass is Bjorn.
Not Skarsenson?
Not Skarsenson.
The dude walked up to Mary and just said, "Get your bitch ass on."
Yeah, and then he like ran away like a little puppy. I can only really... There's... The Space Wolves as a legion are badass.
Yeah.
But I don't think at this point in the story, at least, they have anyone that is standing out as incredible fighters.
And Bjorn was pretty badass.
Bjorn was the only one. He fought a fucking changer of ways.
Yeah.
It was pretty sick. That's what I would say Bjorn. But, we know where Bjorn is now.
Was Bjorn the one that had like the two fucking swords that was also really badass? There was somebody that saved the Scarl, and he like came out like two swords and fucking slayed the robot thing. I can't remember his name, but it was really cool.
Robot thing. I'm lost on so many levels right now.
the species that they were fighting on that one planet where like everything went to shit, and the rune priest had died, and he was talking to the Scarl. Casper Hauser was his name. I just remembered the Scarl's name.
Yeah, so some guy got his life saved. Casper Hauser got his life saved.
Yeah.
Many times.
He did.
I don't know.
There was a really badass guy with two swords. It came and just fucked shit up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't
Bjorn.
What were they called? A bear. That's what they called it. Was bear.
Yeah. There's just not someone that stands out to me. Like, there's no one that I could put on like, you know what I mean?
Skarsenson.
You think Skarsenson is the guy?
He's a badass.
I mean, he has a badass demeanor. But I don't think Skarsenson is like gonna murder Ahriman anytime soon. You know what I mean?
I don't know, dude. They fucked up. The 1,000 Suns pretty bad.
But that wasn't Skarsenson.
He probably could have done it by himself.
That was Lehman Russ literally breaking the back of Magnus. You can put him down. I just don't think he's gonna make it far onto the list.
I mean, I honestly think Bjorn is probably would be the one I would pick, just because every like instance we had with him was just badass.
Yeah, I mean the ending of Bjorn is really good. I think. After that, Ultramarines.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 10.
Who are we missing? We're obviously not doing Weiskarsen. Salamanders. It's 11, 12. Ultramarines is 13. Oh, the Alpha Legion.
Yeah, we've seen the Alpha Legion several times.
There's
but
not
the
a
thing
single
is,
person.
We don't know any of their fucking names. Alfarius? Question mark.
Alpha Legion's gonna have to.
Well, they actually gave names in Legion, but I don't remember any of them.
But they all died.
Did they?
No. Oh, I'm thinking of the short story.
No, I'm talking about the book. In Legion, they had like their actual names. Don't know any of them. I can't remember other than
They
fucking
may have mentioned them,
Alfarius.
like in one line.
The only other name that they ever mentioned was Omegon.
He's a Primarch, so he
Yeah.
doesn't qualify.
But no one else knows the secret.
Yeah, we're missing the Night Lords. So Alpha Legion.
I'll just put Alfarius with a question mark because that's the most Alpha Legion thing.
Alfarius question mark? Okay, so we have the Night Lords. They come in. Obviously, without doubt, the Night Lords win.
That one house guy?
Servitor is the guy that comes out on top.
He's just so fucking badass.
He's incredible.
We'd also...
Raven Guard.
Yeah, Raven Guard. Bran?
Bran, yeah.
Bran,
I think
yeah.
it's gonna have to be Bran or Agapito. Every time I think of Agapito, I think of Pinocchio. Because Geppetto. I'm thinking like Geppetto, Pinocchio, and Agapito.
Yep, that's it.
So Bran has to come through for me here because I can't be doing the Pinocchio thing.
The thing, like, none of them are badass.
None of them are that
The most badass one is the one with the fucking Night Lords.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a tongue.
Yeah, I just called Crow or something, or Raven.
Yeah, something like that.
And then we have
Now we definitely have Ultramarines now.
Ultramarines, yeah. So
I mean, Theo is badass, but those fucking like the Guardian guys seemed really badass.
I don't remember their names.
I don't either, but they were cool though.
I don't know who all died and who all lived. What's the guy's name that survived the battle and went into the caves?
There's a name there. I'm sure I can find it real quick. I have the like listing of all those synopsises. Let's see. Two.
I bet you the name's not in the synopsis. No fear. It's not. Obviously, it's not Cestus. Cestus.
Nope, it's not there.
Yeah. Just type famous Ultramarines or something.
Famous
probably like
Ultramarines.
Probably like a.
It's just going to be 35 pictures of Gilliman.
I'm an Ultramarine.
Also, famous. I'm assuming they're all probably fucking famous. Let's see. Marnius Calgore. I don't think he's alive yet.
No.
Titus.
No.
Sidonus. That's the notable ones. Sidonus. Leandros.
Might be Sidonus.
Cato Sicarius.
Sicarius.
Captain of the 2nd Company.
No, it's not Sicarius.
Varro Tigurius.
No.
Captain Severus. No. Also captain of the 2nd Company.
No.
In movie Ultramarines. Well, they're not none of the famous ones. Let me just... Fuck, what was the name of that book? Battle for Calth?
We're missing two. We're missing the Iron Hands guy, and we're missing the Ultramarines guy. Because the Iron Hands, I would put that one guy in it.
You'd put that one guy in it. Let's see.
The guy from the short story of the Iron Hands.
Oh, yeah, he was really badass. Marius Gage?
No.
Remus?
No.
Remus Ventaris?
Ventaris? Maybe?
Lamiad Tetrarch Taro?
Oh my god.
Nicodemus?
Let me see. Maybe I can.
They don't fucking put it in a good spot. Maybe it's because I'm on mobile. I don't know. I mean, Theo's a badass.
Theo is a badass. Is it Damocles?
I think that was one of the guards. Like, special guards things.
Oh
Legends.
my gosh, this is gonna kill me. So, yeah, anyway.
There's probably an Ultramarine.
So, there's two characters that we don't know the names of that we would definitely put in the list. That's the one I would nominate for the Ultramarines. And then the one for the Iron Hands is the dude from the short story.
Yeah, I agree.
So, we're going to put Ultramarine guy, Iron Hands guy.
Oh, shit, what was his position?
He was a Forge Father or
He's
War,
not a Forge Father.
War Father, Warsmith.
Warsmith, that's the word.
Forge Smith, Father Smith. Smith Father.
Yep, that's it. He's definitely a Forge Father.
Okay, how many legions have we covered now?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And we're leaving out 2 legions.
Yes,
Which brings us
that'd
to
be
18, which means we're done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow. All right. So look at this list. Let's start eliminating some people. So the lowest ones on the list, obviously, we don't have somebody for the Iron Warriors. They're gone.
In Iron Hands.
Yes.
We have a guy for an Iron Warriors.
Yes,
I don't remember his
the
name.
Iron Hands guys. We're killing it today.
This is going really well.
Alfarius question mark. Alfarius question mark makes it to round 2. Okay, so if we had to eliminate 4 people, who would we eliminate?
I would probably eliminate Zahariel.
I would eliminate Bjorn.
Yeah, Bjorn. Alfarius and Bran.
Okay, well, obviously we can eliminate Alfarius. So the first 4 that are going to go are Alfarius question mark, the question mark for the Iron Hands, and Bran, and Bjorn.
Yeah,
that's who I would say.
I agree.
Would Bjorn beat Zahariel?
Probably.
You think so? Zahariel's a
Yeah.
psyker.
Yeah, but they can't even say Bjorn's name. He's not fucking stopping for shit. Just gonna rip him to shreds.
So you think Zahariel wins out?
I think Bjorn beats him.
Okay, so
I think Zahariel can beat most Alpha Legionnaires.
Yeah, so we'll
And I think he could beat the fuck out of Braun.
We'll eliminate Alfarius. We'll eliminate Braun. We'll eliminate question mark.
Dude, that one's legit though.
And we'll eliminate Zahariel. Okay. All right, now when we come down to our next 4 eliminations, I think at this point, this is where things get a little bit more complicated. I think the Ultramarine guy
Yeah, I agree.
is up for elimination here. We know that he's a good commander. We haven't seen him do crazy fighting things like a lot of these other characters.
Yep.
I think Bjorn is up for elimination here.
Yep, I agree.
And if we had to get rid of 2 more,
I would maybe get rid of the combo of Garo, Typhus, and Erebus Argol.
well, we had to get rid. We're only getting rid of 2.
All right. Well, it's kind of them as one since they're the same legion.
I
If
think
we're
we
getting,
should count
if we're
them
keeping them separately,
yeah.
I would say
Erebus.
Erebus and Typhus. I would eliminate.
I think Typhus. You think Typhus wouldn't be able to kill the Iron Warriors?
I don't think Typhus is very smart.
Yeah, you're probably right. I could eliminate.
I mean, the dude had a fit saying that he talked to the Chaos Gods first over Erebus. So I just can't imagine him being able to be like level-headed where the Warsmith would be.
Okay, so we've eliminated Erebus, we've eliminated Typhus, we eliminated Bjorn, and we eliminated Ultramarine characters. Obviously, there's a lot of Ultramarine fans that could be like, well, this Ultramarine. And it's like, well, there's 50 million fucking
Look, man, we can't remember any of their names other than Thiel.
And Thiel's cool, but I don't think he makes the list.
Yeah. He's not even a captain. He's a sergeant.
Now, if we had to eliminate, right now our list consists of Abaddon, Sigismund, Argal Tall, Lucius, Raldworn, Karn, Garo, Ahriman, Servitor, and the Warsmith from the Iron Warriors. So the next 4 up for elimination, I think this is where things get hard.
I think I would eliminate Argal Tall.
Yeah, I think he makes it to this round of eliminations. Argal Tall is a badass, but I think he requires a lot of buffs to get there, and I just don't think he'll be able to fight a Karn. I don't think he'd be able to fight an Ahriman. I think Garo could kill him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Argal Tall is the next one on the elimination. If I can, thank you.
Fucking apple.
Now I think the Warsmith is up next.
Yeah, I agree.
And only because he's old. He's not an amazing fighter. He's really wounded, but this man can win a war.
Yeah.
And that's what he's useful for. But so can the rest of these guys, and they could easily kill
Some
him.
of them can do it by themselves.
Exactly. So he's going to be eliminated. So that's 2. So we have 2 more left. So everyone listen, we have Abaddon, Sigismund, Lucius, Radalorn, Karn, Garo, Ahriman, and Servitor.
I think if I were to do my top 4...
Well, let's not... I think we should wait for that, because I think we should wait. But let's just think about 2 to eliminate.
I would eliminate...
Radalorn.
I was honestly thinking Radalorn and Karn.
I think so, too. I think those are the 2. Everyone's going to be so upset about Karn and Radalorn. But here's the thing. Karn... I think Garo can beat Karn. I really do. I think
Garo's smart. He's a psyker.
He's like anti-demon.
Yeah.
He's anti-evil, which is what Karn is. I think he would just get so many benefits against Karn.
Yeah, I agree.
Radalorn, we haven't seen a lot of him. Yeah, something, whatever.
Dude, don't go off what I spelled.
That's not right.
Rabbit.
I just accidentally spell checked Garo to Gary.
Good old Gary.
Gary made it to the top. Okay, so we've eliminated Radalon and Karn, which is crazy. Karn, it really makes it up there. So we've made it to a top 6, and I think we need to eliminate 2 to get to a top 4. So our top 6 is Abaddon, Sigismund, Lucius, Garo, Ahriman, and Servitor.
I would eliminate...
Ooh. It's rough. There's 3 that I know that are going.
Yeah, it has to be Abaddon, Sigismund, and Servitor.
So the question is, of Lucius, Garo, and Ahriman, which of the 3 are the best? I have an opinion.
I think if it was just straight up like a sword fight, like Lucius wins this no matter what. The thing is, there's 2 psychers there. Although Garo, we've never seen his powers.
Yeah, I honestly think Ahriman would win.
I don't know. Because I think Ahriman is going to have to rely too much on his power.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's just like me thinking like very like Star Wars-esque, but I'm just imagining Luke's like ding ding ding, just bouncing off the powers. Your lightning
lost.
cannot hit me. Ching!
Oh right, well, here's the thing about Ahriman. We saw in the Thousand Suns, one of the things we loved about Ahriman was he was still a Space Marine, and he stuck to that. He was like, there's going to be a time where we're going to have to be Space Marines and not Psychers.
Yeah.
He's very similar in my mind to Loken.
Yeah.
Who beat Lucius. And that's why Lucius went all crazy. I mean, he did. He would have killed Lucius.
Did, but it's not like
and I think
killed him.
Right, but they were in a bad, like a...
Sure.
You know, I was going to say batting cage, but they were in a battle, like combat.
Come on, batter.
I think Ahriman would beat Lucius, but okay. So there's an elephant in the room. Garo, could Garo beat Ahriman or Lucius?
I don't think current Garo could.
Good point. I'm gonna eliminate Garo.
Now maybe in the Siege of Terra, I could see it.
Yeah. So we've made it to a top 5. We have Abaddon, Sigismund, Lucius, Ahriman, and Servitor, and to get to our top 4, we're deciding between Lucius and Ahriman. I am going to go Ahriman, and the reason I'm going Ahriman is because Lucius is a badass, but I think he's too cocky, and Ahriman is level-headed. I just think if it comes to the combat, I think Ahriman would pull up on top here. With the benefit of his psyker powers, I think he would outthink Lucius.
I don't know, because, I mean, yes, Lucius is, like, hot-headed, but at the same time, he still has, like, the, like, OG Emperor's Children, like, idea of perfection.
I think it's a flaw at points, though. Because if you think about it, like, he doesn't think of punching or headbutting someone in the face. It's not a perfect way of combat. I don't think he would look at the psychic abilities of perfect way of combat. I don't think he would know how to do that. Because Lucius is an amazing swordsman when he's fighting swordsmen.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would know how to handle psychic powers and outside the box thinking. I think that's where Lucius falls short. Now, I think Lucius might be the most powerful character ever in the 40k universe.
He's definitely broken.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's my thoughts. Are you still in favor of Lucius?
I am.
Okay, I say
But just because, like, I think he's just such a good fucking fighter.
Okay, I say we 50-50 this.
Okay. Let's flip a coin.
Do you have
I'll
a
pull
coin
it up.
flip app?
No, I mean, you just type in.
You can just use the internet, Gavin.
Flip
What do
a
you?
coin.
I'll do heads.
Heads for Armin.
Yeah.
Okay. Heads.
All right.
Armin it is.
Armin it is. I think that would be a cool fight to see.
It would be a good fight.
All right, so we've made it to the top 4, and what's great for us now, our top 4 is obviously Abaddon, Sigismund, Ahriman, and Servitor, and a top 3 is it's just eliminating Ahriman. I don't think Ahriman's going to be able to beat any of these other 3 characters.
Yeah, they're all just so fucking good.
Yeah.
All right. I don't even know if I can eliminate any of them.
We've made it to the top 3. We've got Abaddon, we've got Sigismund, we got Servitor, and holy shit. I think, in my opinion, the next elimination is Abaddon. I think the way we know him now, currently.
True, he is very different in 40k where he's this powerhouse.
He is still a very powerful Space Marine. And I think, honestly, any 3 of these Space Marines could give a Primarch a run for their money.
I agree.
But I think Abaddon he's there, but I don't think he's God tier yet.
Yeah,
I think the other 2 are.
I mean, I think we don't have Servitor for very much longer because of this whole I'm a psyker and I'm dying now thing, which is fucking dumb. Like, what a way to nerf someone. Like, he's so powerful that he has an aneurysm.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened.
Yeah. All right. Servitor and Sigismund.
Based off what I literally just said, probably Sigismund.
I think Sigismund is the most powerful Space Marine. Servitor is incredibly powerful, but Sigismund is a better leader.
True. Although, if they're just fighting, I could see Servitor winning if he actually uses his Psyker ability.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because, I mean, he like, slows down time. Like, if he can just attack faster, like, it's going to be hard to kill him.
Which he didn't use in their previous fight.
Yeah.
Because he was blocking that portion of him away. That is a very good point. Now, when we look at Sigismund, we see he's a badass fighter. But we also see that he's a respected commander. We also see that he created the Black Templars.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
He probably built a fuck ton of walls, too.
So many walls. Like, Servitor would get exhausted jumping over all of the walls that Sigismund would create.
He's like, man, fuck this. I'm not even gonna fight you anymore.
Exactly. But that's a really good point. The fact is that Servitor has now unlocked his Psyker ability. That I think that shifts it for me.
It is a lot,
That's
especially
a
like the
big
fact that he
difference.
literally, like, I mean, he does basically what Zahariel does.
But better.
Yeah, because he's Servitor.
Yeah. Man, that's good. I think Servitor wins it.
I could see it currently.
Yeah.
I think Servitor could do it. I do think he's just gonna have an aneurysm and die,
Yeah.
which is gonna be dumb as fuck when it happens. But whatever, I'm here for it.
But the fact that he fought Sigismund for as long as he did while also holding back,
Yeah,
I think
Impressive.
just shows that Servitor would win. And you have to think about how that fight ended. Servitor was disqualified
yeah. He got tired of fighting.
for backstabbing Sigismund, in which, if it was a real life combat situation,
Kind of works out.
yeah, I think Servitor wins. I think Servitor is the most powerful Space Marine potentially of all time.
I can see it. He's
That's our
badass.
list there.
I don't know how long our other video was.
I mean, we can just go. This would be an extra special
Yeah,
deal.
whatever. So
I wanted to talk about There was something that came up in the Discord.
Do you want to do the Primarchs first, or do you want to do Chaos God?
Let's do the Chaos Gods, because we've had the Primarch conversation in the Discord. The
Yeah.
Chaos Gods, we haven't. I have my answers. I know what the answers are. I know. I'm 100% correct.
All right, I'm ready. Let's hear it.
You're obviously a Slaanesh follower. Like the fact
Well,
that,
yeah, everything about Slaanesh sounds great.
Yeah, well, the fact that I'm
Okay.
actually fucking sold. I've made my own cult in the real world already. It's fucking
Dude,
great.
The Heresy Lodge, baby.
Why do you think we started this? It's to read more about Fulgrim's butt plugs.
Everything has been. We've just been whispering in the background the whole time. Just Slaanesh.
We're
And
getting to you.
everyone's like, oh, I can feel it. I feel the drive.
That's why
The need.
the Discord can get raunchy sometimes. The Slaanesh comes
All
out.
the damn subliminal messages in our.
That's why you have like Ryan saying DM me for an ass pound.
That's crushing.
Ass crushing.
Even weirder.
Which is funny because that's not what he meant at all.
But it was hilarious.
So yeah, I think you're definitely Slaanesh, and the reason that is, and this is like you would definitely do whatever you think is fun for you at the time.
You know, honestly, this is so true. This is why. Never mind. That might be too far.
Might be too far. I don't know, but anyway, I just know that like you, if there was something you didn't want to do, you'd be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go jack off to tentacle porn."
Goddamn right I would.
And for me, I'm definitely Nurgle.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because I fear death. There's always something wrong with my body.
You know, this is actually so fucking accurate.
I know, right?
You've told me you've had a heart attack like 12 times.
I'm like, dude,
At least once a year.
I'm
like,
pretty
dude,
sure.
I think I had a heart attack.
I'm pretty sure my liver is failing.
Yeah, it's either a heart attack, something's failing, either a kidney or your liver.
I'm balding.
This is actually so true.
That's what I'm saying. I figured it out. And here's the thing. Everybody that gets asked what chaos card you follow, 99% of them are going to say Tzeentch. And they're going to be like, because I'm so smart.
You ain't shit.
It sounds like a very Slaanesh thing to say.
So true.
Yeah.
Join the cult.
A real Tzeentch follower would never say he's a Tzeentch follower. You fool.
Yeah, idiot. You have to figure it out on your own.
So I think that is the answer. Do you disagree?
No, that is 100% correct.
Spot on. Yeah, like if I could just be immortal. But
I mean, you're definitely not Karn.
No, neither.
You're
of
like
us are Karn.
No, we're both very like we get out of the drama immediately and we just kind of watch it.
Yeah, sounds like a lot more fun. So that is the answer to who asked. I think it was Daniel who asked that question.
No, I think it was Trainwreck. He gets really bored at work.
It's true. I don't remember which one it was. I don't want to discredit whoever it might have been, but it was either Trainwreck or Daniel, and it was a good conversation. But speaking of Trainwreck and the conversation that we had, so
Maybe it was Daniel.
I think it was Daniel.
Love you guys both.
Yeah. But Trainwreck did bring up another conversation piece, which was if we had to choose 5 Primarchs to do the Crusade, which Primarchs would we choose now?
All the other ones were dead, and these 5 would never be traitor.
Yeah, the stipulation was they would never betray. Now, the thing is, I read this, and the way I interpret it was, well, I would choose the ones that were best for humanity, because
I did the same.
I would rather that. But then it was what it evolved into was, no, which Primarchs would be the most efficient, because you can just kill them afterwards. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, if we're playing that game now.
See, I definitely go the route where it would be best for the Imperial, just because, like, we don't see it now, but, like, you have things like the Tyranids that are coming. Like, there's going to be more threats eventually, no matter what.
Well, what we actually see is a majority of the threats came because of the heresy, including the Tyranids.
Shit always changes, man.
Yeah.
It's grim dark for a reason.
It's true. So, in my mind, the Primarchs I would choose that were best for humanity, obviously, like Gilliman, Vulcan. I chose Fulgrim. So I feel like if Fulgrim didn't betray, he would actually be very good for the cultural upbringing of the Imperium. Who were the other ones that I chose? I think
Just-
Dorn.
Yeah, Dorn.
Um,
Vulcan.
I already had Vulcan.
Oh, did you say? You said Alferis in the second one.
Yeah, Alferis wouldn't be good for humanity. That would be a bad move. Definitely not the Night Haunter. Definitely not Mortarion or Angron.
Horus. It was either Horus or Sanguinius.
Sanguinius. That would have been a move, Sanguinius. And it was all just for the advancements that they could give humanity, and like how like if all of them survived and didn't turn traitor, I think it would be like the perfect Imperium. Now, who would be your 5 for that?
I made my 5 based on what I think would be good for the Imperium. Also, be good at conquering still, because I mean, still got to get the planets.
Sure.
I said I agree with you on Vulcan. I had Vulcan, Horus, Sanguinius, Dorn. I said Lorgar as well, just because I think he would be good for the Imperium.
That's exactly what the Emperor thought.
Well, he's never going to betray, right?
You weak bitch. No, but he'll worship you.
That's fine.
I think it's just like, what do you mean by betray? Because the thing is, like, could you still monarchia and not get a betrayal? You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like, if we're guaranteed
there was
leadership,
someone I also flipped with. I switched with Vulcan with Lorgar. There's someone I'm missing. What did I say? Horus.
Did you do
Sanguinius.
Vibrute?
Oh, Gilman. Yeah,
Gilman,
it was
yeah.
Gilman.
So then the conversation kind of switched. Which Primarchs would get it done most efficiently? And what I found most interesting is Gilman and Horus were on everyone's list.
Yeah, I think efficiently, they're just so smart.
They're so good at conquest. They're natural born leaders. But some people were saying you only need 1. I think 2 would be
The
fine.
galaxy is it's big.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking planets.
Which is why my third choice was actually Alfarius.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with your thought process on Farius that he can just take over so many small planets without even
So
sending
quickly.
a space marine.
Yeah, we've seen in the Heresy, he sends agents, Imperial agents, basically, to conquer agri worlds with 1 person.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. And I think that would be just as efficient
I agree.
as getting things done. Now, then I think that's when things started to vary. We had Dorn come up. I think Dorn is efficient, but I don't know if you need him. I think Sanguinius is probably a good pick there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you're just going to shred off, you just want to conquer, and then you kill them at the end, I would go Alfarius, Angron.
So you would choose Angron. I think Angron's a good pick for this too.
Honestly, the Night Haunter.
I wouldn't choose the Night Haunter because the Night Haunter actually has a very low compliance
I guess
rate.
that's true. As soon as it's gone, it's gonna be fucked.
Exactly. I would choose Angron, but not to bring planets to compliance.
No, just to conquer them.
Yeah, just to be like, okay.
Well, I mean, if that's the goal, right? I mean, Night Hunter wouldn't be bad there. He's just gonna kill them all.
Right. I think Night Haunter has a different set of efficiencies, though. You know, there's a reason Horus sent him after the Lion. It wasn't to beat the Lion; it was to delay him. The Night Haunter is very good at drawing things out and figuring out what the best tactical move is.
Can I just insert Servitor?
I choose Servitor. Servitor and Sigismund are the 2 Primarchs I choose. That's all you need, and they're going to go and they're going to conquer the galaxy. I think my list was Horus, Gilliman, Sanguinius, Alfarius, and Angron.
Yeah, I think if I just went straight up efficiency, just to conquer Horus, Sanguinius, Angron, I'd agree with Alfarius. And I'm sure. Maybe the Space Wolves.
I could see the Space Wolves. I think the only problem I have, and this is the same problem I might even have with Gilliman, is the fact that their job is different.
Yeah.
You know, the Space Wolves are there to put down other legions.
Well, I mean, someone's got to put them down at the end, right?
That's true.
If that's your goal.
If you're wanting to put them down. Like you said, you pick Angron, and then you pick the Space Wolves to kill Angron. Yeah. I guess that's true. I just don't know. Like, I don't think the Raven Guard would be good. I don't think, as far as efficiency, I haven't heard anything about the Salamanders. There was a big argument for Thousand Sons because the Thousand Sons are very powerful, but there's so few of them.
They're also like
very slow to conquest.
Yeah, and they aren't even like really like yes, they're warriors, but like that's not like what they do first.
Yeah, they're scholars first. Yeah. So I just don't think they would be good for a conquest.
I mean, honestly, like post Monarchia word bearers were good.
Yeah, when they
conquering I mean, they're just so big. I mean, honestly, if you just want efficiency, you want the word bearers and you want the Ultramarines because they're so fucking big.
It might not be a bad idea, like my 5th be the word bearers.
Yeah.
Instead of, see, in that case, I think I would remove Angron and put word bearers Ultramarines.
Yeah, I go those two. Forest. I would still do Sons of Forest.
I'd
Blood
still
Angels.
do Alfarius and Blood Angels.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be the 5 I choose.
For most efficiency, for sure.
Yeah. If you guys disagree, tell us who you think would be most efficient at completing the Crusade. That's where I land.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Crusade, it's supposed to be not about conquering all the planets. It's supposed to be bringing humanity together.
You have people that can do that, though. You brought Guilliman. You brought Sanguinius. You brought Horus. The only person in that list that doesn't do that super well is Angron, and that's why you just... Angron...
Oh, we did end up cutting him.
Angron is a character, too, that Horus talks about this. It's unchanneled rage. All you got to do is channel it.
Yeah.
So sending Angron after the appropriate targets is super efficient.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Like sending Angron after Xenos planets. And there's a lot of arguments to be made. There's like a lot of people on the Discord, and they're not wrong. They're like, well, X Legion can conquer Xenos. Whatever Legion conquers Xenos. I just don't think they do it as efficiently as the World Eaters. Because the World Eaters, they wouldn't think about the tactical way to do it.
Yeah.
They would be like, we're going to go and we're going to fucking kill them.
We're going to rip up some fucking faces. Let's go.
Yeah. That's what I would do. That would be my list.
I like it.
Well, I think we're probably over time.
Yeah, I don't know, but probably.
I want to say we're probably 10 minutes over time.
At least.
Which is completely fine with me.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. So, guys, that is us just shooting the shit. Might be doing this again for like a Christmas type of special.
But next week we will be previewing.
Oh, I guess Christmas is in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we would have our preview and review done.
And then we'll do a special for Christmas. Problem solved.
Yeah.
So read that book.
Fuck. I've been so busy studying, reading's just been like the back of my mind.
Yeah.
But I'll get it done. I'll figure it out. Hopefully I just pass my test and I can just read at work. And
there you go.
Because, why be productive at work when
why
I can just do something else?
At work? You can just talk to Trainwreck all day.
Exactly. That's what I normally do. So, guys, that's it. We'll be back next week to preview Angel Exterminatus. That's the name of it.
Not this. I called it Sin of Angels. I did. Angel Exterminatus.
We've already read the Sin of Angels. We're going to preview Angel Exterminatus by Graham.
You want to do Descent again?
I do not. I do not want to do that one ever again, I think.
Okay.
But, guys, our giveaway will end next Wednesday. It will be when we stop taking any entries. So to get into our giveaway, all you have to do is interact with us. Send us an email at theheresylodge@gmail.com. Leave us a comment on our YouTube. We've had quite a few comments recently. It's been cool.
Yeah.
Join the Discord. Talk to us on there. It's always a good time. You should really get on there. You can find that pinned to our Twitter at Heresy Lodge. Email us at theheresylodge@gmail.com.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts if you listen on there.
Yeah, that'll
also, if we're one of your top podcasts on Spotify, let us know, because I think that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So, guys, that's it. Have a great weekend, and we will be back next week.